Holy shit, my camera is gonna be moving so badly tonight because of how windy it is out here. And if that tripod falls over, I kid you not, I'm probably fucked. I'm more than fucked because my phone doesn't have a case on it due to my mic and my fucking filter on my camera. So I am fried. Let me shut up. What's going on, everybody? For those who may not know me, we've seen the introduction video. Hopefully you guys have it. If you haven't, please go watch that because it's a pretty good video. But my name is Julian Jose Bavar. I'm 19 years old currently. I'm a kinesiology major, Associates of Science major at the community college I'm at, and I'm hoping to become a kinesiology major in the next year. But right now I'm chasing a dream, a videography dream. I would like to own my own videography company. I'd like to run a team sooner or later. I'm gonna say a lot through this video because this is, oh my god, I'm gonna go put this bag down, dude. Hold on, give me like 2 seconds because I'm really scared about this fucking camera. Yeah, I would like to run my own team, my own videography company, agency, whatever people call them. I would like to get to that point. But right now, I'm kind of trying to build a portfolio by posting my own sort of content, I guess. I don't really want to be a YouTuber. I don't want to be somebody who makes Instagram videos my whole life. I don't really want to be my own type of videographer where I'm posting my own films. I kind of want to go and help people make their own type of content, but I can't really do that unless I start with my own. So, because who's really going to give me the keys to their car when I don't know how to drive my own yet? So that's what these videos are for. These videos are kind of to get a little bit of a foundation and, build some sort of ground for myself to stand on. And hopefully we get to the next level within the next couple months. I'll have enough videos posted to where I'm satisfied enough to put my work out there and start reaching out to people. And hopefully people will like it and like it enough to trust me with the keys to their car, like I said, because that's all this space is. This space is being able to find and connect with the right people, and hopefully you land a gig that's decent enough to not only, one, I'm not doing it for the money, so I won't say pay you as a first thing, but one, get your foot into the door to where you'll be able to connect with others and find more people to work with and continue to go down that path of networking. But two, then there's money, then there's the opportunity to where you want to be able to make a little bit of a bag off of it and see what you can do with it, and if people were willing to pay for your work, there's that side of it. And then that's the videography stuff. That's the real reason why I'm doing this. I'm doing this strictly to fulfill a dream of mine, and that dream is to help others bring their visions to light, because I feel like I'm very capable of doing that. And what better way to do that than start with my own? What it took to get to this point, I've been working on videos for about 2 years, 3 years now. I've been on and off with video editing on the side. I don't think I'll ever show you guys that work because it is some scrawny shit. It is bad. It is not my best work. But I spent the last couple years practicing, and the reason why I spent the last couple years practicing and not posting was because I had a confidence issue. About 2.5 years back, we're going on 2.5 years this year, so 2 years roughly, July 10th, 2024, I tore my ACL and my MCL playing basketball. The only thing I ever did was play basketball, go to the gym, show up to school, then work, or I said that all backwards. I would go to school, go to work, get out of work, go to the gym, following day, if it was like any time on the weekend or any free time I had, basketball. I thought I was going to be a fucking athlete at one point because I never got the chance to really play ball quite literally at all. I never gave myself the opportunity to play sports in school. Not that I didn't have the opportunity, I just had a confidence issue. I never thought I was really capable of doing that kind of stuff, and the effort was a big one too. I never wanted to put in that effort and believe in myself enough to be like, yeah, you can do this, man. You got it in you. But that type of mentality kind of leaked into the video stuff, to where I'm over here questioning if I'm even capable of even doing this, something I love, something I'm quote unquote passionate about. And the reason why I am passionate about videography is because I feel like you can there's a lot you could do with a video or just a camera in your hand, whether it's photography, videography, movie making. It doesn't fucking matter. It really doesn't matter. Like, honestly, I feel like being able to document a piece and like it becomes history, whether people view it as that or not, whether people view it as art or not, you know. But it's a little hobby of mine. Hopefully I could turn it into like a real job one day, you know. Hopefully I can make some decent money off of it. But once again, I'm not doing any of this shit for money, man. I'm doing it simply because I love it and it fulfills my soul. Like, I worked a 9 to 5 all of my senior years, my first job, first real job. Like, I gave that shit my all. Like, I was there 24/7, 365, 40 hours a week when I wasn't supposed to be. Like I said, full-time student, going to school at 6 o'clock in the morning, getting up at 6 in the morning, being there by 7 to 8, and then fucking leaving by, what was it, 12, 1? I was out of school by 12 or 1 o'clock, and I would get out of there tired as hell, bro. And I would go home, go to bed for about an hour or two, 3, 4 p.m., I'm out to work, and I'm there till closing. And then from closing, I'm at the gym. And then from the gym, back home, and I repeat the cycle Monday through Friday. The weekends, I would take off days, and those off days, buddy, I was either running or I was on that basketball court, either putting belt to ass or getting my ass handed to me because my offense was fucking terrible at the time. But that was all up until I tore my ACL, man. I tore my ACL, like I said, July 10th, 2024. It was the day of my flight to New York. I had to go to New York for my goddaughter's baptize. She was getting baptism. She was getting baptized. And that was supposed to be the day I flew out. I had a flight around, I think, 2 or 3 p.m. When I tell you, man, when I tore my ACL, my life, it like flashed right before my eyes. I literally felt my life flash before my eyes. I felt the snap of my knee. I knew I was done. I went down immediately, man. There was no question to it, bro. I went down. That fucking sucked. That was the worst fucking thing I've ever dealt with in my life, man. Up until I got home, I was with the ACL for another month. So, what was it? July? What was it? January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Like, no, I was with it for a month. I was with it for a full month. I got, almost a full month. It was about 24 days, 26 days. But August 6th, I got my surgery. So it was a minute. It was a minute by that point. I got my surgery August 6th, man. I'm drugged up. I'm super drugged up. I fucking vomited like 6 to 9 times that day. Just because of the medication. It was fried. Like, my body hated that anesthesia, bro. I hated all of it, bro. I don't know what it was about my body. It was rejecting the fuck out of that anesthesia, dude. But yeah, excuse me, bro. I'm sorry, man. I am extremely exhausted, but I got through the surgery, man. It wasn't nothing bad, bro. But when I tell you that first week and a half, 2 weeks with that fucking fresh out of surgery, bro, every night, yo, I had to actually take all of the gabapentin, the Tramadol, bro, I was on 2 more pills that I don't even remember the fucking names to, bro. But I had to take all those pills just to go to bed. Like, I would be fine through the day, but the second I wanted to go to bed, bro, I'd fall asleep for maybe 1 to 3 hours, and then boom, pain hits me immediately. It's aching, bro, and it's like my leg is getting squeezed through the night. Like somebody's dead ass grabbing my leg and digging their fingers into my muscles and just squeezing and squeezing and squeezing. But once that pain finally at least settled to the point where I was able to get some sleep, it's like, all right, man, cool, bro. And then we got a month or 2 in. That's when I started physical therapy, went through therapy. And that was an experience, man. That was one of the best things I've ever gone through. I was excited to go through it because it was character development, bro. It was growth. It was an opportunity for growth. And it was the first big thing that happened to me since I was like a young kid, man. And it was just like, it was an opportunity for me. I saw an opportunity. To like go through it, man, and become a better person. And that's how I kept seeing it. I kept seeing it as like growth. That's all I looked at it as, man. I knew I would come back better. I kept showing up to physical therapy 3 times a week, 7 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock I'm up, 6:30 I'm there. First 3 weeks, 2 weeks, my dad or my mom's taking me because I had it in the afternoon at first, and then I started scheduling it in the morning when I was able to drive. The second I was able to drive, I showed right back up to the gym. I showed right back up to physical therapy. I'm there every morning. Like, I'm really putting in work. Like, for this hour I'm at physical therapy, bro. So much so I fell in love with just the process of it. And I started talking to my therapist more and more. I worked with so many amazing individuals at that fucking therapy office, man. I can do nothing but express gratitude and just thankfulness. And, like, it was really a blessing to have those people in my life. Because, one, I got so interested with the way my body was healing itself that I began to ask so many questions about other portions of the body. I started indulging myself. I wanted to indulge myself into their world. So I started asking, like, 1,000 fucking questions. These guys were so amazing, man. Like, just working with them, they're willing to teach me so much. Every time I heard a new term, I'm asking them, what does it mean? What does this mean? What is that? What is this? What is that? The machines, the movements, everything was so fascinating. And, like, I was already a fucking gym freak at the time. Like, my physique wasn't amazing, I ain't gonna say that, but, like, I went from 170 to 120 pounds to 150, 145, 150 of lean muscle, bro. I was looking good. I knew what it was like to maintain a proper physique. I had the abs, I had the body, I had everything, man. I was sitting here grinding. And the one thing I loved about the gym was the fact that if you knew how to move a weight, that was cool. But if you knew how to move a weight at the right pace, right timing, you knew how to set your fucking arms up, your legs right, you knew how to build up the tension properly so you didn't have to do too much work, but you were hitting the muscle directly. And I say too much work as in, like, you're not working 3 portions of your body knowing the movement's supposed to be targeting your chest or your legs or your shoulders. Like, you really knew what you were doing. Like, that's how fascinated I was with the gym. And this was in my early stages. So when I got hurt and I was in the therapist's office, bro, I only got more fascinated. So, like, I asked so many questions, bro. I learned so much, and that's why I was like, yeah, this is for me. This is for me. Like, yeah, man, I went through that, and I fucking loved it. I loved every second of it. I won't lie. Because I knew every single day I showed up to therapy, every single day I stretched, every single day I did a lift, every single day I did something for that ACL tear. I knew I was getting 1% better every single day, and that's all that mattered to me. Some days I was getting 5 to 10% better. Some days I was getting 20. I won't even lie to y'all. Like, I was putting in that work, man. I was grinding. I was going fucking crazy in the gym with the ACL thing, man, because I wanted to be back so badly. So badly. And one thing that did teach me through the ACL tear, when I lost the gym, when I lost the basketball, when I lost, being able to drive on my own, when I lost being able to walk, go on runs, do the things I love daily, was that it broke me down in many ways I never thought was possible. Because when you're living your life on a constant cycle and you remove the routine from your life, you're forced to step back and you're forced to look at it from a different perspective. Like, wow. And some let that perspective ruin them. They're like, man, I need to return, I need to do this, I need to do that. For me, it was basketball and the gym and all this other stuff I was doing. That's not my personality. It's what I love, but it's not who I am. That didn't make me the person I was. And then I started to do a lot of introspective work. I started to dig into myself a little bit, but I started to put in a little bit of effort into, like, my personality, my identity, what I wanted, and that's when I started to find videography. I started to find the clothing aspect. I started to find that, I had other things to give, like writing, man, like my passion for school, but it wasn't in like a strict passion, like, yo, I want to get straight A's, but like certain classes had taught me writing skills I never knew I even took with me to the outside world, like writing my scripts, writing dialogue, interactive scenes, and all this other stuff. Like, dude, I never knew I was even capable of doing this kind of stuff before until I tried it, and I was just like, man, I love this shit, bro. But that didn't none of this would have happened had I not hurt myself and tore my ACL and got put in a position to step back from my life and be like, wow, like, there's more to it than just what I was doing, my routine, that cycle I was living on. And I still struggled, because even after I returned to sport and got back to my everyday cycle, I did get stuck in a cycle again, and I got stuck in a cycle for some time. But I had that introspective, I had the thought of the internal, like, damn, you know, you have all these other things to do something with, and you're not doing anything, man. You're not doing anything. You're not doing anything. And that was what I kept telling myself. But I kept learning. I never strayed away from learning, man. I always wanted to learn. I kept trying to learn as much as possible. I kept putting in a lot of effort into it. And the more hobbies I picked up, the more motivation I got, the more, you know, I tried on certain days, and I failed, and I quit, and I backed away, and I was all over the place with it. But I kept like starting and stopping, and it was never really like something I was gonna dig into. Up until around last year, where I had about a month where I was making these little videos, these little gaming videos. I was posting every day for about a month on TikTok or whatnot. I didn't go crazy. I didn't get famous or nothing, but like the passion and then falling in love with the process and being like, man, I think I really want to do this shit. Just to have like a life event fucked me over. Like, I was going through relationship problems. I was going through mental problems. I was allowing a lot of the outside noise to really distract the shit out of me, and it did distract me so badly, so badly that like mentally I was fried for months. I was just cooked, man. I didn't know what I was doing with myself. I let the cycle get so bad that I even lost alignment with myself, why I was showing up to the gym, why I loved basketball, why I started to question everything, man. And it was just like I wasn't worth it, because like once I lost that significant person in my life, lost them, had them back away, you know, them do their thing. Once that happened, it felt like I was searching for my own value again. Like my value left with them, and it really like put me in a bad spot, because I didn't know what mattered to me anymore. And I had to do more digging, you know. I had to go through another phase of my life where I was sitting here digging. And here I was again at the same crossroads with the same things that I love. And this time I told myself, no. You didn't have to look for your value. It was in you all along. You had to be willing to see it. You had to be willing to listen to your own voice and, you know, not allow the outside noise to get so loud to the point where you can't hear your own. You know, you can't sit here and distract yourself from what really matters most. And then the more time and the more thought I put into that, it worked out. I started to focus up. At the time, I won't even lie to you guys, I was a substance abuser. Like, substance, I won't say like I was doing hardcore fucking stuff, but cannabis, man. Cannabis didn't rule my life, but I allowed it to be one of the main factors in my life that I showed up to every single day, so much so that it became a habit. And it became a bad habit, like a fucking terrible habit, my friend. Like, oh my God, if I could tell y'all how much and how badly that shit got, I would. I had to put it down. I had to sit here and take control, because I asked myself a question one day. If I can't sit here and stop something so small that doesn't affect the outside world, it only affects me, something like smoking, it truly only hurts me. So imagine trying to do something bigger than yourself, you know, that affects the outside world. That's something that leaves a mark, leaves a print, you know, like instills something in history, like I was talking about with the videos. Like, in order to do something like that, you have to, or I think, you have to be able to control the little things in your life to do something bigger. And what better way to show myself that than be like, you know what, I'm done smoking. Because I didn't want to be like, oh yeah, I freaking hate smoking, you know, I don't want to do this shit no more, I hate it, yada yada yada. That wasn't the case at all, man. I was smoking for absolutely zero reason. I had no real reason to be being fucking doped up. Oh, that was not the word to use. That is not the word to use for that. I won't say it again. But being fucking high all day, man. That's not being honest. Let me be honest, man. I was high all day, man. I won't lie. And I had no reason to be. What was I hiding from? What was I putting these feelings away for, man? Like, what was I doing all of this for? And the more I questioned, the more I was like, yeah, no, I gotta stop, man. I gotta stop. Like, and not stop for any, like, oh yeah, I gotta fucking stop and not have a reason behind it. But like, dude, I had to take control, man. And I've been sober for some time now, bro. And I fucking love it. I think about smoking from time to time, man. But I don't let those small thoughts be like, oh yeah, control me. Yeah, go fucking smoke. Go do this. Go do that. I want to have that control over myself. I want to be able to sit here and tell myself, like, not specifically like no, just like why. Like, you don't have to sit here and tell yourself no. Just ask yourself the question, why do you need to smoke? Why do you need to go and suppress a certain feeling because you feel a certain way? Or why do you need to get into a mindset of basically a slime, like slime? It's like playing with fucking slime. It's mindless, it's calming, it's all of the above, let's put it like that, man. I'm very happy and very proud of myself. I took that control, because once I finally let that go, this started. This right here, this came out of that. I was able to finally take initiative and go back to what I wanted to do. The same thing I did last year before I started smoking again. Because I had stopped prior. And that's why I started making those little videos, because I stopped and I was like, I want to try it. And I kept going and I quit because things got hard. And now we're here. Now we're here, man. I'm living in it. I'm dead ass living in it. And by all means, like I said, I'm not trying to be famous. I'm not trying to sit here and be the next Logan Paul, or I don't really know good like examples for this, because I don't even watch YouTube like that. Like, I grew up watching like cinematic videos and whatnot, and I had been watching them for years. But like, so much so, like right now, I'm not even doing research. I'm not trying to get inspiration from nobody. I'm really trying to do this shit my own way, because then finally, when I do want to get that inspiration, or I do want to do real research, not only will I be knowledgeable on this stuff prior to my own personal hands-on experience, but two, I'll find a way to implement that stuff a lot easier, because it's like, wait, I actually already know how to do this. I had been in photography for 4 years, so I already knew how to use a camera. I know everything about a camera from the inside and out. I know everything about film that I at least think I should know, like, generally. So I got a pretty good basis of where to start and what to do. It's just a matter of applying this knowledge and then being like, yeah, okay, we applied it. Let's look for more. Let's expand. Let's evolve. Let's get better with every video we do, which is what I'm doing now. And I'm at a point in time right now where I'm doing it all off my phone. I'm recording and filming off my phone right now. I have cameras. I also have opportunities to get better equipment, but I'm not capitalizing on them yet, simply because I want to be able to teach myself and prove to myself that this is really what I want to do, and I need to do it the correct way by understanding the basis of content I want to do, finding my style of content through this right here, and building my identity before I even put down another dollar, like for zero reason. Because like, what's the point if I don't even know what I really want to do? I'm not just gonna go spend money mindlessly and then figure it out along the way, when I could figure it out the easiest way by just starting, getting that hands-on experience, seeing what I can spit at the wall, and if it sticks, it sticks. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We keep pivoting. That's the point. That's the point of life. I'm focused on school still. I'm still doing my shit, man. And that's that, bro. That's that, man. And man, when I tell you, it took a long time to get here. Those 2 years felt like it was forever. Truth be told, it felt like, oh my God, I felt like I was trapped. It felt like I was stuck. Like I was living in slow motion. I won't even lie to y'all. Like, I like to think some days that like, oh my God, that time went by so quickly. But then like some days I really sit here and really, really think about it. And I'm like, bro, 2 years of my life went by so slow, but so quickly. Like, I remember everything that happened, and it was a waste of time. But when I really sit here and think about it even more, I'm like, not only was it a waste of time, it wasn't a waste of time because I didn't do anything. It was a waste of time because I didn't allow myself to do anything, because I didn't get out of that sluggish mindset and enable my brain and go back to a high functioning mindset to where I need to actually get things done, apply some effort. I wasn't willing to put in the effort for some reason. I really do appreciate you guys for sitting through this yammering session that I had going on here. Explanation of myself, getting a little bit of insight, whatever you want to call it, man. I don't even know what I'm going to name this video. I don't even know if I'm going to name this video anything specifically, anything cool. This video is going to be chopped up into bricks, and I'm going to fucking throw them, and I'm going to make them into a house. It's that simple. But thank you, everybody, for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed. As always, expect more content from me. I am trying to figure out my upload schedule still. I'm still dealing with a couple of personal things that I'm trying to figure out day by day, but I'm not going to allow the day-by-day negative stuff to pull me down into a rut or knock any wave that I have going on with this, because this right here means everything to me. I'm super duper appreciative for everybody watching these videos, my close friends, family, and any new followers that I do happen to get along this way if I do. But yeah, I really do appreciate you guys. As always, I love you all. Have a blessed day.